This video is for James to show him how to check the three things we talked about on the phone for the triple injector. So this is the idle screen with I only have one run switch here, you have two. Won't make a difference for what we're showing. So the first thing I was suggesting was making sure that the switch is being recognized. If you go into the setup menu by pressing the 0 key a bunch of times and you go to diagnostics, there's handles, and you can see how that handle 0 went to yes, no, yes, no. You have two, so it'd be 0 and 1. You could check them both and make sure those are being recognized. Once you know that that's not the problem, the other thing you can do is pump. Well, I guess you could check this first. Go into your setup for that additive that you're having trouble with. Let's say it's diesel X. And if you find the main PPG, which means main pulses per gallon, it should be set to 10 or maybe 1, depending on what your register is, whether you have a 600 or a IQ or an LCR2. If it's wrong, if it's say 10,000 or something that's clearly wrong, you can hit yes and change it. Let's say it needs to be 1. The first time you hit yes to lock that in, it gives you a decimal point. So just hit yes again. And here I've changed it to 1. So if I get out, I want to save changes because I made a change. But if I found that the diesel main PPG was 10,000, that's going to be the fix. But if it's correct, if it's set for 1 or set for 10, the only other thing I want to do is make sure that my register is actually giving me pulses. So I'm going to go into diagnostics, pulse inputs, and now I'm going to pump some diesel with the controller in this state. And if I pump diesel, I should get that top entry diesel, in this case 0. But if I was pumping diesel, that number should go up. And that's what tells this system that we need to squirt additive in. Additionally, from that number going up, there's some lights on the board. This one's a different generation, but there's some pulsar lights. There'll be a column of lights labeled pulsar that will blink, but this is what really matters, is if the number's going up. So let me just say this: if your handle works and this number goes up and your programming was correct, then there's something else going on, and give me a call at this number and we'll figure it out. But most likely one of those things is not working. So there you go.